Thornburg Trail now, heading into the woods of the Birkhead Wilderness. We found several structures off the side in the distance that have collapsed. Like there's a big one right over here. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but it's all of this area was some kind of old barn or old structure. So this trail is going to continue into the woods. We're going to hit and cross over Betty McGee's Creek. There's a footbridge that's been built and replaced several times over the years. This here's an old farm road. Check that out. It's just an old farm road that goes down in there. This gives you an idea about some of the mileage. Thornburg Trail, Robbins Branch. So it's about a 1.7 mile hike. And then to Birkhead Mountain Trail, it's about a 3 mile hike. This is a well-built footbridge.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, years ago, they spent a god-awful amount of money, tens of thousands of dollars for a contractor to actually build a bridge here that's gone. So this one has replaced it, and it goes over Betty McGee's Creek. By the way, this creek is very clear. The water's very clear.
You can see through it.
There's actually small fish swimming all in it.
Tons of it.
So yeah, what a cool creek. So that's Betty McGee's Creek. And we're gonna continue on the trail and see what else we come across. Oh, we found several flowers out here.
Oh yeah.
It's I guess late spring now. So some yellow ones, some white ones, but it's just a real special area. So we encourage y'all to come out and check out that farm. And the Thornburg Trail is kind of short, so 1.7, but that's one way. But let's go check out the rest of it. So coming off the Thornburg Trail, we made it to Robbins Branch. There's an old camp side trail that goes to an old campsite. And then there's some people who don't need to be outdoors people that are here. Because, you know, you're chopping trees down. You're not supposed to do that. So. Cool rock right here though. So yeah, and most of the people who are doing the damage and acting crazy, and there are crazy people because you don't do stuff like that in a wilderness area, but they think they can just do what they want to do in life. They're losers, and that's all they're going to be. But that's an example. But also I'm saying the same person also leaves trash in their fire pits. Yeah. And holiday weekends, people travel to come out here to Birkhead. A lot of them are the ones who leave the trash behind for us locals to get to clean up after you. And I couldn't imagine their own homes. I bet they're full of trash. But hey, trash collects trash, you know what they say. So try to pack in and pack out, folks. Common sense, which very few have now.
Along the trail. Big old ditch.
Yeah, check this out, guys. I won't give you perception how big it is. Hopefully I don't go down in here and step on some snake. Oh, that was a rotten. Look, this is a trench, almost like dug out. It's right beside the Thornburg Trail as you're going north. We're almost at the end of the Thornburg Trail. The one earlier was a side trail, social trail to that campsite that people have cut that tree down and left that box. But here is a trench. The banks are up. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. But it's cool stuff you find out here for real. Let us know if you know what this is. Check this out. We found this big pit not far from the trail. It's like it's dug out.
It's deep.
It's real deep.
It's deep.
So there's a pit here. But wherever that trench was, it just kind of, as we went uphill, it just kind of ran into that and leveled out. And so this pit is on the opposite side of the trail. Going north is on your left, not far from the trail at all, because the trail's right here. It's right here. And another thing, tons of quartz in Birkhead. Tons of quartz all over the place. Interesting, and you know, like I said, I've hiked it once before, but this trail, but this is our first time doing it together. We're about to be done with the Thornburg Trail. It's right up here is Robin's Branch. We'll show you in a minute. Rock. So this rock is huge. I'm on top of it, but there's rocks piled up around it, all the way around it, and I'll get off. Big, huge crack. And it runs all the way down the center of this thing.
Wild rock.
Just an interesting find right here on the Thornburg Trail, heading northbound almost to Robin's Branch Trail.
Pretty cool, eh?
Anyway, we'll hit you up if we find anything else crazy.
Dry creek bed.
I'll tell you. It is. Oh, you know what that is? Silver Run Creek. Guys, so according to the map I just looked at, Silver Run Creek runs through the Birkhead. It's a really clean creek when it's running. Old rumors of moonshining on it too, back in the 1800s and even older. But it's all dried out now, so that's what looks cool about it. I don't know if y'all got a good look at it, but that's called Silver Run Creek. And I'm standing in it. So, but when we have a lot of rainfall and when it's real wet, this thing runs real clear. But a lot of history with Silver Run Creek. And a lot of times in the winter when you hike along these stream beds off trail, sometimes you can come across homesteads not too far in the distance, like old chimney falls and things. But anyway, we'll keep going until we find something else.
We just got to the end of the Thornburg Trail. This is the Robin's Branch. It's a loop sort of thing.
Well marked. So we've been about 1.7 miles on the trail. I mean, we've walked more than that because we went off a little bit and then we walked around the farm. But so one away, you know, budget about 2 miles out and back, each way 2 miles. So now at the Robin's Branch Trail, after the Robin's Branch that runs through the Birkhead Wilderness, one of many streams. We went across several stream beds that were dry.
Yeah.
Silver Run is easy to locate because it's bigger and it's marked on maps too. The other one we went over, I'm not sure what it was because it didn't show up on our All Trails map. But we're gonna go up Robin's Branch to Hannah's Creek. That's where it's gonna take us when we make this right-hand turn because we've never done that part. So we're gonna do that next. Lots of random boulders all scattered throughout Birkhead. And stand beside that one, but people leave trash, but yeah, they're big boulders.
Big rocks there.
little social trail came off, so we followed it to these boulders and an old campsite. But yeah, it's still evidence of some people littering. It's unfortunate, but you will see that, especially on holiday weekends. But that had been there for a little while. But check this out. Well, it's cool now. This campsite's nice.
Nice.
For it to, it's not one of the Boy Scout ones with the Moffats, but I'll tell you one thing, that's a nice camp area out here.
Table,
because you got deep, I mean, stand beside that bad boy. Deep camp pit.
Make the pit half full in there.
You got a way to cook on rock. You can cook on rock. You put a little oil on rock and heat it from underneath, and you can, it's almost like cooking on a like a flat iron or something, or flat top cooking, whatever you want to call it. But check it out. You got this grill they left for people to use, but you got the rock, and then you can put your heat underneath and cook on that rock. Or I guess, like Ethan just mentioned, you could also use it as a little table, but you can cook on rock as well if you got a flat rock, and you can cook fish or different things on it. But of course, out here in Birkhead, you're not going to have much. You're not going to have any fishing. Another view of it, cleared out area. So yeah, that was a cool find right off the Robbins Branch Trail, heading toward Hannah's Creek. Cool stuff you find on trails. I know that was made by somebody, maybe us, but that's pretty cool. But no, this section of trail on Thornburg has a lot of quartz. Some of these quartz are massive. You can't pick them up. But you know, right here on the trail, watch this. So it's like even on the base of some of the trees near it, it's all a bunch of quartz. It's like a whole quartz line that we hit walking on this trail. Pretty cool. But it's fun just to get out and explore. You never know what you're going to find. And then we're going to keep trucking it to Hannah's Creek Trail. And Hannah's Creek one is in a different video on our channel. Check that out. We've got that one in the Cooper Cemetery on a different video on our channel. And we actually have a playlist, I believe, that's got the Birkhead videos in it. Because we've basically got every trailhead covered and every walkable trail that's on the map, we've done it. Plus off-trail, old URA trail, and all the Moffat camps and Boy Scout camps that were built here. Camp 2, Camp 4B, 1B, 1. They're all in our videos if y'all want to check them out and see what you think. And then of course let us know if y'all know of any cool stuff that we can find out here in the Birkhead Wilderness as well. But that was our goal, is to get every trail hiked out here, and then we'll slowly start focusing on URA Forest south of Birkhead and do those sections. And then right off to the side as I'm talking, another little social camp. See? And somebody left some wood for other people to burn. So yeah, you do got a lot of cool people that do come out here, and very courteous people. Then you just got a handful that's gonna not follow any rules because they just don't follow rules, and they live a, you know, a different lifestyle than the rest of us. We made it About 1.2 mile hike from where we were at last time we was on video. We're now on the Hannah's Creek Trail. So we've done Thornburg and we've done
Robbins Branch.
Robbins Branch. We've done half of it that goes from Thornburg to Hannah's Creek. We're going to hit northbound Hannah's Creek and hit the Uwharrie Trail or the Birkhead Trail and wrap back around to, the goal is Robbins Branch on the
Other end.
thinking north side, I guess you would call it, and then wrap back around to Thornburg, back to the farm to our car. So that total mileage is somewhere around 9.5 miles to 10 miles, depending on how much off trail you do. But we stayed on trail mostly today. So anyway, we'll hit you up. We're going to go up Hannah's Creek Trail, and if we see anything cool, we'll hit you back up and update you, and then we'll get back to you. What is this creek called, sir?
Hannah's Creek, man.
What is it?
Hannah's Creek.
Hannah's Creek. That's why they call it Hannah's Creek Trail. Hannah's Creek's one of the bigger creeks in Birkhead, and it's got clear water, good water source. There's minnows in it, and looking around, probably some crayfish too. But in the distance, to our right, something's been hollering. So there is some kind of animal to our right, injured or something. Keeps hollering every about 30 seconds. Kind of crazy. So yeah, near the creek is a little social path right here at the trail. Campsite. True how it is now, we like to have camps. We like to do camp near a creek or stream. That's how it was for always in life, since the beginning of man, because the Indians and old homesteads are often built what? Near creeks. Kind of cool concept, something to think about too. But anyway, we're gonna keep on heading up Hannah's Creek Trail so we can hit the Birkhead Trail. We're taking
a side trail.
Side trail we found.
Off Hannah's Creek Trail.
So there's a little side trail that's well marked. It's supposed to go up and hit Birkhead. So we're going to take that, hit Birkhead, and go from there. Guys, update. We're now on the Birkhead Trail, which is the Uwharrie Trail that runs through the Birkhead Wilderness Area. So we went Thornburg, Robbins Branch to the right, all the way to Hannah's Creek Trail. Then we were on it for just a little ways. We crossed Hannah's Creek, and we took a side trail that's to the left and hit Birkhead Wilderness, or the Birkhead Trail, which is Uwharrie Trail. And we decided to make a right on it to head back toward Hannah's Creek for a little ways, because it comes to what we've already done in another video, Camp 4. This is the Camp 4 side trail. It's yellow. It connects to Hannah's Creek Trail, but there's the Boy Scout camp of, it's got the stone camp site there by Boy Scouts in the 1970s. It's Camp 4. This Camp 4 side trail connects though into the Birkhead Trail from Hannah's Creek. But we actually took a separate side trail before Camp 4 side trail. There's one before that right across Hannah's Creek coming up from that way that we took and connected to Birkhead Trail. And then we actually made it, right on Birkhead to see where we left off last time. Because our goal is to hike everything. Now we can say we have, except we've got to continue northbound on the Birkhead Trail so we can go all the way back out to Camp 5 and Robbins Branch. The other part of Robbins Branch connects there. Then that's how we work our way back to Thornburg as a loop and back to the farm to our car. So hopefully that makes sense, but there's maps, Trailblazers. Uwharrie Trailblazer sells a map that's about $10. It has all this stuff on it, so check that out. We got ours, and we use that as one of our resources. So we'll hit you up if we see any cool stuff on the way back to Camp 5 and then the other side of Robbins Branch. and then we'll close out. So we're making it northbound on the Birkhead Trail, the AKA Uwharrie Trail. We found a big pit right here. This area has a big pit right on the trail, but it's a big pit. We also found down below, before this pit, there's a lot of quartz that the trail goes across. A lot of quartz. Yeah. There's indentions on the other side too. In this area, it's indented almost a square. So yeah, a lot of cool finds. We're gonna continue northbound, work our way toward Camp 5, and we'll hit you back if we find any other cool stuff. But this place is loaded with old mining history, tons of quartz, old homesteads. It's just, you know, there's some really cool stuff, and even finding this in the late spring is pretty cool. And it's our first time on this section too. So this tree here, shagbark hickory. So Joe Moffat's book, a walking or afternoon walk to the past, yes, talks about shagbark hickories, how they would take the nuts from it and make stuff out of it, whatnot. But really cool. You don't find a lot of these anymore, but that's a shagbark hickory. Birkhead's got several. Out on Ridges Mountain in Ashboro, it's got a bunch too. All right, we'll keep on trucking. Where we at?
Camp 5. We did all the Birkhead now. It's official.
Yes, we have officially done all the Birkhead Trail and all the side trails, with the exception of the one we're getting ready to do to head back home, and that's the Robbins Branch. Yep. Is just north of here, I believe. Just north of here, we should see the Robbins Branch section. It'll be on the left, and we'll take that back to the Thornburg and home. So, interesting. Camp 5, also known as Fairview. It's in the historic documents, because there was a fire back in the 70s or something like that that wiped out some land, and you could have a fair view from Camp 5 looking to the west. And then that's why it's called Fairview. But yeah, it's a nice campsite. It's one of the Joe Moffat ones. There's the big pit. The plaque is gone, of course. And then there's another social campsite above it. So what's unique about Camp 5 is right on the trail, the Birkhead Trail or Uwharrie Trail. Same thing. No water source, so you do have to have your own water. But other than that, so basically we got northbound Birkhead. We got to continue on to find the Robbins Branch Trail. But what an amazing hiking adventure. We still learn stuff every day and see something different every time we come out here. We're just lucky we live close by, within like 20 minutes or so of the access. It's about 25 minutes maybe. So we'll hit you up when we hit the Robbins Branch and see if we find anything else. All right.
We have made it to the Robbins Branch Trail, where it forks off the main Birkhead.
There we have it. Our last section of trail that for our first time doing is Robbins Branch. From the Birkhead Trail, we're on it now, and this will take us back to the Thornburg Trail. That's a hike, folks. We made it back to the Thornburg Trail. Now we've officially hiked everything in Birkhead Wilderness that's marked as far as official trails go. Wow, and there's a lot of side trails too. All the yellow side trails done. Check our videos out. We're going to hit the Thornburg Trail here, 1.7 miles back to the farm. And then we're going to head home. So I guess we'll close it off here. So hope y'all enjoyed it.
Yep.
You know, subscribe if you want to our station.
Like, subscribe.
We like to share our adventures, and that helps us to get in people's feeds, as if you will subscribe and comment, like, share our station, our channel, our videos, and learn something from them. Get out here and have your own adventure. In the future, we got some Uwharrie forest hikes. We got some kayaking things coming up, and some fishing stuff, and some more parks and things to discover. On the near horizon, it will be Pilot Mountain, the river section. That has been open for several months now. It had a major renovation project, so we'll be going to the Yadkin River Pilot Mountain section in the very near future. So stay tuned for that, and then the Uwharrie forest stuff, and then we'll hit you up on the next one.
Dog meat.